name is Kathy, and today I'll be continuing the course for music theory. But before I do, I wanted to tell you that I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. This course breaks up into three major parts. The first part is basic music theory. The second part is arranging music, and the third part is music composition. In this lesson, we will continue to learn about basic music theory.
In this lesson, we will learn more about compound time. But before we move into learning about compound time, it's important to know that there are further notes and rest values beyond the 16th note. There is the 32nd note and rest, and the 64th note and rest, and rarely the 128th note and rest. These note values are indicated with additional flags on the note stems and rest stems. The 32nd note and rest has 3 flags, the 64th note and rest have 4 flags, and the 128th note and rest have 5 flags. Also, it's important to know that sometimes a double dot is used in music. Each dot is equal to half the value of the note or rest. The second dot is then equal to half the value of the first dot. It is possible to have 3 dots. The third dot is then equal to half the value of the second dot. In lesson 3, we learned about time signatures, and in this lesson, we will get a little deeper into this material, starting with compound time. As you learned from lesson 3 in simple time, the lower figure of the time signature can be a 2, 4, or even an 8, and that this lower figure indicates what type of a note will get a beat. As an example, a simple time signature with a 4 as the bottom figure will use a quarter note as its basic beat. For a simple time signature with a 2 as the bottom figure, the half note will be used as a basic beat. And for a simple time signature with an 8 as the bottom figure, the 8th note will be used as the note makes up the breakdown of the beat. In compound time, the bottom figure of the time signature indicates what type of a note makes up the breakdown triplet of the dotted note basic beat. As an example, in the compound time signature with an 8 as the bottom figure, the 8th note will be the note value that makes up the breakdown of the dotted note into a triplet that constitutes the basic beat. In compound time, the basic beat is always a dotted note. This means that the breakdown of the beat will be into 3 equal parts called ternary. In simple time, the first beat of every measure is the strong accent, and the other beats are either medium or weak accents. This pattern remains the same with compound time, except that the basic beat will always be a dotted note. In simple duple or two-time and compound duple or two-time, the accent pattern is strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, and so forth. In simple triple time or 3-time in compound triple or 3-time, the accents are strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak, and so forth. In simple quadruple time or 4-time and in compound quadruple time or 4-time, the accents are strong, weak, medium, weak, strong, weak, medium, weak, strong, weak, medium, weak, and so forth. Less regular time signatures are also found in both simple and compound time. These may be either 5 or 7 beats in a measure. As an example, you could have a time signature of 5/4 time, or 5/8 time, or 7/4 time, or 7/8 time. and in a compound time signature of 15/8 time, which would be 5 groups of triplets, and so on. Irregular grouping of notes may also be found. Any common note length can be divided into an unusual number of equal length notes and rests. For example, by dividing a whole note into 3 instead of 2 half notes. The notes are labeled with an appropriate number. If there might be any question as to which notes are involved in the borrowed division, a bracket or a slur is placed above them. Triplets are by far the most common borrowed division. These unusual subdivisions are called borrowed divisions because they sound as if they've been borrowed from a completely different meter. In a compound time which normally divides a beat into 3, the borrowed division may divide the beat into 2, as in a simple meter. You may also see duplets in swing music. It is important that the principle of the basic beat and the breakdown of the beat be used for the grouping of rests in compound time, just as in simple time. As the basic beat in compound time is a dotted note, the rest for one beat is also dotted. The second and third divisions of the basic beat in compound time must be written with separate rests. As an example, you might have an eighth note that begins a measure in 6/8 time, with the rest of the measure to be indicated by rests. The second and third divisions of that first basic beat would be written as 2 equal rests, 2/8 rests, followed by a dotted quarter rest. The rest of a silent measure is always a whole rest regardless of the time signature. On your manuscript pad, copy out and complete this worksheet. On your manuscript pad, copy out and complete this worksheet. I will supply the answers so that you can check your work. And here are the answers to the previous worksheet so that you can check your answers. On your manuscript pad, copy out and complete this worksheet. I will supply the answers so that you can check your work. And here are the answers to the previous worksheet so that you can check your answers. On your manuscript pad, copy out and complete this worksheet. I will supply the answers so that you can check your work. And here are the answers to the previous worksheet so that you can check your answers. Here are the musical terms to memorize for this week. Accelerando, meaning accelerating, getting faster. Retardando, slowing down. Morendo, dying away. Leggero, lightly.
I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easy to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.